Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Glopen. I'm your host Boyang, and today's video is not about a city, cuisine, experience, nor business. Instead, we are taking a step back to talk about Glopen itself. Yes, I want to discuss what is Glopen, why I created it, and what it means for all of us. This is particularly important for the YouTube algorithm, because our videos are so unique that every time when I see which videos are suggested videos followed by mine, I can't keep wondering if it really understood my videos. So listen carefully, YouTube. So what is Glopen all about? Glopen is a portmanteau of global and open. The name came from a startup idea I conceived a decade ago after graduation. Although I eventually joined the corporate world after graduation, the idea of Glopen persisted, symbolizing a commitment to foster culture, understanding, and exchange. Traveling around the world while keeping an open mind has really changed the way I look at the world. For example, when I started working in Europe, I thought the workers' union is an organization that will only hinder the efficiency of corporations and allow employees to be lazy. Today, I understand the important role that workers' unions play in keeping the balance between the short and long-term success of a corporation, and more importantly, the entire society. And that's what I wish Glopen to stand for. Our channel's goal is not merely about the culture, society, business, or life in China, but we want to encourage you to embrace different ideas, thoughts, and opinions from different nations, which I know can be very difficult at the beginning. But once you start building this mindset to challenge your own thoughts, you will learn a lot. With the growing influence of AI, this will be increasingly important because the algorithm will only recommend things you have already seen or you are interested in. And then content creators will only create content based on popular keywords for SEO. You will be forever kept in this vicious circle, and the world we live in will only become more extreme and confronting. Now, why did I create Glopen? There are a couple of reasons here. Firstly, I've always been passionate about introducing China. Even while working in Europe, I found joy in sharing my insights about China with friends, clients, and colleagues. When I did some research on the YouTube landscape, I found an absence of channels dedicated to explaining China. While there are plenty that focus on travel, such as this one, my favorite Chinese travel channel. And then there are some economics or politics channels that are either pro or con China, but you rarely find anything unbiased. I want to create something more multifaceted, something as neutral as possible, a channel that helps you to understand the life of Chinese in order to comprehend the culture and ideology through many different topics, providing you a holistic view of China. And that is why we have designed 3 different scenes. Life in China, presenting the daily lives of Chinese in the modern era, such as the super app WeChat, high-speed train, and shopping malls in megacities. Traveling in China, such as Cantonese cuisine, shaman tourism, and Fujian Tulou. Business in China, such as Shenzhen Technology, Yiwu International Trade City, and gig workers in China. And I don't care if the YouTube algorithm can understand it or not, or promote it or not, we will continue to create content that we think is important for the world to understand China, not what the algorithm thinks people are interested in China. Hence, if you are here for Chinese food or travel insights, you are more than welcomed. But be prepared that we will also discuss many other facets of life in China, and you can pick and choose topics you are interested in. Our goal is through the first 100 videos to provide a comprehensive understanding of what life in China is like, its people, culture, lifestyle, and most importantly, ideology. The second reason for creating Glopen is the vast amount of misinformation about China that exists online, where people intentionally spread negative and misleading information about China, typically in the field of business or political channels. These narratives label China as an evil country due to lack of democracy, painting a picture that people live under unfavorable conditions, which is simply not the truth. Just like this article from Reuters, which says China financed a railway in Laos through the Road and Belt Initiative, and it will cause the spread of COVID. Can you really believe that? Before creating content, I didn't know that you can just combine all the keywords like China, COVID, Belt and Road Initiative, and railway together to bait clicks. And then this channel, called China Observer, also started 3 years ago from creating neutral information about China, including Chinese culture. But probably after realizing that negative news about China gets way more clicks, they exclusively provide negative information today about China. And most of them are either false or deliberately exaggerated the actual situation. And this is also because China has a different digital ecosystem than the rest of the world. Most valuable information can't be found on Google, but in WeChat mini programs and local platforms like Xiaohongshu or exclusive forums in Chinese. That's exactly why I've been producing a multitude of travel videos lately. When I set foot in a new city or location, I don't arrive with a preset script in hand. I have a general concept of what I would like to capture, such as the Tulo in Fujian or the tourism scene in Xiamen. But the narrative really takes shape based on what unfolds before my eyes. Our content isn't dictated by whatever keywords are trending on the internet. This approach ensures our videos remain firmly rooted in reality, steering clear of any misconstructed narratives. The third reason for my dedication to Glopen is I love traveling. I loved backpacking while I was a student and have continued traveling ever since. And being a content creator allows me to balance work, life, and travel. There is a Chinese saying, 读万卷书，行万里路, which means men should read 10,000 books and travel 10,000 miles. But I kept on telling people in today's society, traveling is way more important than reading, because what you are reading and watching nowadays is strongly influenced by what the algorithm feeds you. But you will never know that there is another world out there if you have not traveled. Most people that believe there is a genocide in Xinjiang province never traveled to Xinjiang. And they will never find the truth, even though there are dozens of foreign YouTubers explaining this topic. Another appeal of Glopen is the challenge it offers. My past experiences from studying engineering to management and working in the automotive and insurance industry differ greatly from creating content on YouTube. But at the same time, my past experiences provided me a unique way of perceiving the world. Overcoming hurdles from technical aspects like video filming, editing, and understanding YouTube analytics have been an exciting learning experience. I've improved by experimenting with different methods, learning from mistakes, and outsourcing where really necessary. I am very proud we have built a team from Argentina, India, Pakistan, and China. And I am certain that as I continue to build the Glopen brand, I will face more challenges, but I am eager to tackle them gradually. Last but not least, the motive behind this channel is to cultivate a distinct corporate culture. I've had the opportunity in the past to work with both international and Chinese companies, and I noticed a disparity in their corporate cultures. The overarching goal of Glopen is to create a culture that embraces the universal values, but also respecting the local culture. I want to establish a working environment that caters to the younger generation, empowering them to learn and develop. I hope to build a collaborative atmosphere that accommodates different cultures, thereby fostering creativity and inclusiveness. An environment where employees can really maintain work and life balance, and a place where employees really enjoyed their job, which can be a luxury in China. In conclusion, the essence of Glopen is about embracing other cultures, opening our minds to different viewpoints, and providing a diverse yet holistic understanding of China. I'm excited for this journey, and stay tuned for more exciting content on Glopen.